morning. I am in Banff. My last video, I think you saw that I did Spray River, and that was pretty damned epic. And now I've decided to attack it from the other side. Two things. Something is, I've been caught a little bit this morning, just like I was the other day too. In a different way, mind you. There's a bunch of new snow out here. I thought honestly it was the same, but just talked to a guy, I guess 3 or 4 days ago it snowed. So I thought that the only snow that might have come in was in the last 24 hours, where in Calgary there was a little bit of snow. Just a dusting really. And I checked the Banff snow report and no. So the last 24 hours, nothing. So I just thought it was good. But no, there is, yeah. Look at these trees. There is a good coat of snow on those trees that has not yet melted off. So, but I mean, what I did last time was pretty brutal, pretty tough. You know, the first half of the Spray River Trail that, you know, when I started on the Canmore side at Mount Shark, that first half is way harder than the second half. So today, the goal is to do the second half. I just want to see the daylight, and then I'll probably walk back. But if I go all the way to the cabin, maybe I will, maybe I won't. That's 23 kilometers, so that's 46 kilometer day. That's quite a bit. But, and then I just need to get to the cabin in the daylight. Explore around there a little bit. Last time I didn't even go looking for the campground that used to be there. Be kind of cool to see that, but hey, you know, I might decide that's a little too much. So, it is definitely a real winter day out here. I think the high is supposed to be like +1. And then I have all this new snow to deal with. So, yeah, there's, you know, the difficulty is still there. I mean, obviously 46 kilometers. Even if I stop 5 kilometers short of the cabin, 36 kilometers, there's plenty of difficulty involved. So, yeah, this is the old Spray River closure area that is closed all the way to November 15th every year. So the fact that I can come and do this now is, you know, it's a fat check mark. It's a big one for sure. Okay, I am just above the Bull Falls Lookout. I'm gonna go across this bridge. When I came back off of Spray River, I stayed high. Did the Spray River West Loop, which I actually climbed to a bunch. And, you know, that's not a whole lot of fun, so I'm going to try the Spray River East side this time. The only time I've done that side, it was in flood. So, I'm certainly hoping that's not the case today. Well, it's pretty cold, lots of new snow, but visually this is beautiful. Look at this insanely clear water. Yeah, this is really cool. I mean, there's something to be said for a real winter hike, you know, not some nice weather day that happens to be in winter, but a real winter hike. Well, I could have gone on, that's called the Old Quarry Loop down there by the river, but decided to come up to the actual Spray River East. So I had to climb up here a little bit away from the river, but not a big deal. I think I'd rather stay on the part that's beaten down for now. Once I get to the closure area, it's probably going to be just be in the snow, so it's nice to see. You can see that Banff National Parks runs a skidoo or something over this thing, and so that they can keep it going all year for fat bikers and cross-country skiers and such. That's kind of cool. Well, it's just a little trail that breaks off the main trail. And comes over, gets a view. Oh, I see, there's a bridge down there. Didn't realize. Not bad. That's the that building there, that's the gondola. Cool. The white definitely gives the forest a different look, right? All the snow. All right, carry on. Long ways to go, lots to see. Well, this first like 9 kilometers or so should all be tramped down until I get to the closure. So I'm trying to bang it off as fast as I can. While I'm walking, I gotta shout out once again to Phil Richards, who made all this possible. I mean, I wasn't gonna do this year, you know, the Spray River closure area. And then I saw him do it on Facebook. He posted it. Then I knew it was possible, that the snow levels weren't that bad. And then I reach out to the guy and he offers to pick me up. Like if I do a through hike, he offers to pick me up. And halfway through the through hike, I was faltering, was thinking I didn't want to make him wait around until 10, 11 o'clock for me. And he was just like, whatever, I can pick you up at any time. Just, are you sure you want to turn back? And that's nice. Ooh. See the claw marks? Cool. Grizzly maybe? Sorry, anyway. The guy encourages me to keep going, and I got there at 10 o'clock. He drives me all the way back around to my car. It took an hour and 10 minutes. Like, what a champ. So, he made it happen, man. Much as I'm a solo guy, I try to do things myself. I got enormous help from him. So, can't say enough. Can't say enough about all that. Well, I'm at least half done this side of the Spray River West Loop. This East Loop side is definitely easier. I mean, you climb above the river, but then it's not anywhere near as much up and down as that other side is. On the other hand, though, there's less views. I mean, this is usually the view. Trees. The other side has more views, but it's more work. I have reached the Mount Runnell campground. Look how nice this is. This is in great shape. I want to do just a quick, I mean, especially winter camping. I mean, that trail is taken care of, and it's only like 6 kilometers or something. Very nice. Very nice. Now the flooded part, I remember, was on the other side of this. Like, as in, I just walked through it. And it wasn't flooded, so it looks like it's been fixed. So that's good. I saw a culvert or something there. Maybe in 2019 it was blocked or something, so flooding the trail. All right, I got to the bridge. First time I came over and shot this, I shot my face. It's encouraging to see, not only is this a pretty nice new bridge, but it's metal. This thing will stand a long ass time. Yeah, ooh, look at that. Isn't that cool? You can only see that in the winter, that's for damn sure. That is awesome. Awesome. beautiful. Ah, gorgeous. Outstanding. That's a nice touch. I mean, you got the Banff Springs Hotel over there, so you want to keep them happy with a nice little shelter and stuff. But yeah. Oh, that's new. I don't think that was there a few days ago. It was basically saying, well, I hope that wasn't, because I went walking up here a few days ago. Interesting. I wonder if people are actually following it. Skiers only. Yeah, good for them. They should keep something just for the skiers. That's kind of neat. All right, moving on. You just see some things in winter that you just don't see any other time. Like, look at this. This is just beautiful. So cool. It's just slightly uphill now. And I remember that there is a bunch of hills. You know, the next waypoint, the next goal is the Goat Creek Trail. That's pretty much the point where the closure would start. And yeah, between here and there, obviously it's still groomed, which is nice. But yeah, it's gonna be, gonna be some work put in. Well, I'm putting in the work. Doesn't look that bad, does it? But I mean, if you can't push off, there was some footprints and some tire tracks. They came up a little ways and then they turn around. So now it is literally just me and groomed track, and no cross-country skiers have been on this yet. So you got these nice tracks here. So I'm trying to stay over here so I don't wreck the nice tracks, right? Just a little consideration for the cross-country skiers that might be trying to go, especially from Canmore, the Goat Creek Trail, all the way to Banff. Always with the mysteries. Look at that. Doesn't that look like some old trail? Well, I guess pretty crappy, pretty fast, but yeah. Always some old mysteries. That's not bad. Not bad. I've already decided I will come back in the summer at some point and do this. I've been up the Spray West, that Spray River Loop. I've done it twice now, like in full, both sides. But both times in the winter, so you know. Yeah, definitely got to check it out in the summer for sure. At some point. Ooh yeah. I'm not gonna have much sun hit me today, so I better appreciate this. Ah. Turn around. You can see there's not as much snow because the sun actually hits this stuff, right? It's nice. Well, I'm just about to start a hill. A little trail heading down here. And in Don Beer's book, he describes a trail that goes down to the Goat Creek, kind of the start of it. And it's half a kilometer long. That looks like it there for sure. But, I mean, that's not inside the closure area. I can come back and do that in the middle of summer. So I got goals today, and that's not one of them. So let's keep on going. Got to climb this thing and then go back down the other side. Take the views where you can get them. All right, I'm on the downhill now. The intersection for Goat Trail should be just ahead. Okay, Here's the scene. Down there, there is another way across. So there's a triangle in this area. This documents some of the stuff that's down there. All right, SP16, I didn't see that at all. I think the numbers represent the miles, the kilometers. So 6 kilometers down the Spray River, 16 down the Spray River. I'm gonna go down here. I believe that there is a cabin down here. So that's what I want to find this time. That's my first goal of the day. And of course, I want to see all the warden cabins. So of course I want to find that. Well, I didn't go too far and I was already, the triangle is over so quickly. I'm not sure where this cabin is. Maybe in the dark I went sailing past the entry point to the cabin. Let's go down here. This would be the start of the closure and the end of the the end of the groomed trail. That's no surprises there. Cabins don't have signs, right? They just trails that go off in the bush. Usually 2 of them. There you go. I'll let you see this. This is the whole reason I'm down here right now, right? Otherwise, I do this in the middle of, yeah. Okay. See if we can't find this. Okay, just looked at the book. 400 meters. And then I should see something to the left. So, in the dark, I didn't see jack. And I think I was actually looking. So, today, I'm not throwing sailing past it. I'm going to find this thing. There's the continuation of the trail. Here we got this. I think we're in business. You know, funny thing is, I think I like walking on this snow better than that groom stuff. The groom stuff is packed down. This is soft. Wow. Let's see what's going on down here. I've seen 2 cabins on this trail. One, I think they were definitely is upkept. They're still using. The other one is just run down and slowly decaying away. They're clearly not using it. So this one, I wonder. Let's see. Cabin, are you even still here? Let's start with that. Okay. I'm just going to try and make sure that there's nothing hidden back here in these trees. Behind me, there's kind of an open area, but I didn't see a cabin there. This thing is going to make me hunt around for it, isn't it? Nice view. As always, 90% of cabins have got a pretty sweet view. Why on earth would you 2 be here? This has to be the old cabin site. So was it removed? I'm down pretty much to the Spray River now. Hunted around quite a bit, still haven't found anything. Like, if they did remove, they removed it all, you know, there's no outhouse, there's no nothing. At which point, I'm not sure why they would do that. I mean, just leave it. But, you know, yeah. And they've done it before. Not like you have to spend money to take a cabin out. Well, I have not found a cabin. I have found something else. Completely and utterly unexpected. And honestly, I'm not sure what it is. Down on the river. What is that? What on earth is that? Is that an old mine? That's the only conclusion I'd come to. It clearly isn't a bridge. I thought maybe it was an old bridge support. Wow. Jeez. Makes you wonder what else is going on around here. So the clearing where I think the cabin was is back there. I've been kind of wandering down what seems to be like some kind of old road. I could probably keep going, but I think I would like to get back to the trail, and I'm not sure, honestly, if this will bring me back. This open area probably was some sort of old site, sawmill site, mining site, I don't know. And the reason I believe that, aside from the openness, is I found this. This is the only thing I found. Everything else is probably buried under snow. This is definitely man-made. That's a piece of concrete. Let's see here. I'll try it. I'm not going to get much off that. But yeah, that's just the kind of thing they would leave out here, right? If there's a pile of cans or garbage around, I won't be able to find that. Probably, you know, it's a little too much snow. Kind of cool though. I mean, came down looking for a cabin and didn't find that, but I definitely found, yeah, that's that old mine or something. That's pretty cool. Probably you can't find evidence of that anywhere. I wonder if there's even like a picture of that in the museum or anything. Pretty cool, you know. All right, back onto the main trail. The next waypoint is the Sundance Pass intersection. Should be something for another year if I ever go do that one. On the map, it actually shows, it has the yellow square, and it's actually past the Sundance Pass trail intersection. But the old 1980s Canadian Rockies Trail guide tells me that that site down there was the cabin site. So anyway, I'll keep an eye out to the left, see if I can't spot something, and carry on. I think the next thing really of anything that I might be able to explore is a campground, something along those lines, about like kilometer 16, that SP16. All right, up on the main trail, I found the other end of the road, and I just decided to come down and make damn sure I hadn't in fact missed it. Well, I think I was standing just over there. That's where I found that piece of cement. You can see underneath this tree, you got some bucked up wood from God knows when. Usually cabins have a way in and a way out. They make a loop. So, makes sense. All right, so I made sure. Let's carry on now. You can see how badly grown in this part of it is. Look at that. That's pretty outstanding. Oh, look over here too. Right in there. Too much crap in the way, but put the phone up a little bit over my head. Not bad. Little sun, slowly moving river, bit of a view down the valley. Doesn't get much better than that. Well, sometimes you just see something, you know, that's just meant to be done. I mean, look at this nice little thing over to a viewpoint. Big tree in the way, but I'll figure that out. Let's go see what that looks like. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Suspicious. My God. All right, let me see here. Okay, gotta be safe, gotta be careful. Ooh, that's suspicious, all right. I could be wrong, but that's suspicious. All right, let me see, zoom in. Look at that. An old building? Ooh, it really looks like it. Maybe, maybe not. So in that sense, this could be some old road that would eventually get down there and get to like maybe some old sawmill site. It does look like whatever this is keeps going for a minute. Ah, the fun of old national parks and stuff that they used to allow all kinds of stuff. Cool. Finding a lot more I'm glad I came to do this in the daylight, you know. It's not just about walking the trail. I wanted to explore, I want to see. Absolutely, I want to have some fun. All right, this is Sundance Canyon, or sorry, Sundance Pass Trail, which looks totally non-existent. I think that means I've done about 2 kilometers since Goat Creek. I've done more exploring than hiking. All right, that thing said 2.2, but the Parks Canada signs, especially ones that are 20, 30 years old, are known for their exaggeration. All right, when I can remember, that's pretty much the only thing got across that is has water. There's other rocky washouts, but none of them you have to like descend into or anything. That's not even the road. The road is here and it's like a steep drop off, so there's kind of a little trail that goes around. I wish I could say the same for, you know, the other side of this. The the Spray River Warden Cabin is not totally quite exactly the middle of this thing, but close. And this half is so much easier than the other half. The other half has got washouts and climbs, and there's one part where you completely lose everything. I would not want to do that part in the dark, so if you ever decided to do this straight through, you have got to do it Canmore to Banff. I mean, yeah, the part where you're getting lost or you lose the trail for a while, that cannot be done in the dark. Absolutely not. It's beautiful. I remember this part of the trail. This is kind of neat. There's like 6,000 little trees growing up the middle of the road. Like, look at it. So many. They're just all little, they're just crowding the hell out of each other. Man, survival of the fittest, you know? Jeez, it's just a sea of them. Well, I discovered a new problem. Front water bottles, they are not really good for the winter. First of all, I had to wrench the lid off because it was frozen, right? And now look. I mean, it's freezing inside, that's one thing, but if I take a rock or something, I can jam that in. Interesting. The Nalgene, I don't think it's going to give me any problems. The Nalgene is designed for this kind of thing. There you go. Twisted it off. Done. Well, I think there's no doubt concerning my progress that I can go to the cabin if I want. All the way to the Spray Warden Cabin. Not sure if I can muster up the willpower. That's a long ways. That's a long ways. And then a long ways back, of course. So, but see what I can do. I'm gonna at least get to this next campground. Then I'll go looking and see if I can find anything. That other campground, all I found was the outhouse, which is kind of neat to see some old ass outhouse, right? And then I found a little bit of stuff, but aside from that, at the Spray Warden cabin, there's another campground that I didn't explore. I was preoccupied with, you know, I could have taken 15 minutes and gone and explored it, but yeah, I mean, I really needed to get to Banff in a big hurry, so I took off, did the best I could with that. So yeah, this is a bit of a willpower thing. It's like, can I get myself to go all the way to the cabin? Because I know that I will, of course, have to walk all the way back. 46 kilometers is a big day. Big day. Well, really looking around for that campground now. Quite suspicious. It could be anywhere in some of this. The snow is definitely getting a little deeper. A little bit more work. Yeah, we'll see about this, you know. It's a long way to that cabin. It really is. In case I hadn't mentioned that, you know. I mean, you just saw me talking about that literally 30 seconds ago. For me, it was a little ways back. Oh, I left the trail. I went into this bush, a big flat area in here. And now I see what appears to be a stump. So I might have found it. Oh, yeah, no kidding, I found it. You were well hidden behind these trees. You really were. Yeah, that's funny. Just out of nowhere. Wide open. All right, let's see here. I promise I won't put on anything nasty if there is something nasty. Okay. Well, there's still a big hole. This thing's functional. Hasn't been filled in or anything. I can't close the door. Oh, I just stepped on some nails. This was in front of the door trying to keep critters out of it. So much for that. Something ripped the door open entirely. All right. What can happen is something will get in here, something small. And then a bear or whatever will decide to get at it, and then it will, there's no stopping a grizzly bear. It'll just tear things apart, right? It's funny that, you know, there's not much left, but Banff National Park, you know, even back then, they put in, they had outhouses. Very cool. It's a nice campground, all right. All this flatness, you could put 15 tents in here. There's, I don't know if that's the Spray River. Doesn't seem strong enough. It probably is. Just the perfect amount of flow right now. Beautiful. It's a little sad in some ways. You have all this bucked up wood. No one ever came and used it. Some nice person left it there and nope. See that there? How's that? That's actually like a raised square. I think that's a constructed site. Someone actually did work and made a raised part for a tent. If you raise it a bit, that keeps water from pooling, right? And then that's makes for a nice tent site. This is particularly beautiful now. Blue sky, clear water. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. You can see the simplicity of the site, right? Log, 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 fire pit. But I bet you could just come out here and, you know, certainly didn't have any problems booking it. There it was. Nice campground, nice campsite. Done. I didn't find any bear pole or the other one. Haven't found one here either. No surprises there. Just walking back to the trail. Back up a little bit. Not bad, you know. Not bad. Okay. I've decided, screw it. I'm going to go all the way. According to the book, it is 7.6 kilometers to Spray Warden Cabin. There's 3 campgrounds along this part that's closed every year. I've seen 2. See if I can find that 3rd outhouse. That's all I've really found is the outhouses. And then light imprints of things in the snow. So, I'm adding 15 kilometers onto my day, but, you know, I'll be happy I did. The memories will last. Sense of satisfaction will last. And then over the next few days, I can suffer a bit. And not to mention the long walk back to the car from the cabin. Almost 23 kilometers. Well, ever since just that flat part that I came to the campground at, it's been just, you know, like if I actually step in the snow, it's a bit of tramping. It's some of the deepest snow I've had. I go on kind of where my footprints used to be. And then your feet kind of got twisted up, and yeah, anyways, this part is a bit more work. I remember this. There was a big fire along all the second part of this. So here's where it either ended or where it started. Who knows? Depends which way it traveled. I'm guessing this road came in handy for fighting that bad boy. Parks Canada does come in here and clear trees, and first time through here I saw at least 3 trail cameras. So if you're thinking of breaking the closure, they're probably going to get your face, and it's $25,000 fine. Hello. By the way, I'm sure I flashed it up when I first started this, but it is November 26th. A full 11 days after the closure. And here I am. I can barely believe I'm still out doing stuff like this, and it's almost December. Pretty awesome. Well, just for fun, I branched off the main trail down what seemed like a super obvious side road. Oh my God. Oh my God. I can't believe I found that while I've been walking on this side road for 10 minutes. How cool is that? It's right back where you were. There you go. Who the heck left the basin? What else is in here? That's funny. My God. The stuff you find. The stuff you find. Well, I'm guessing that I'm walking down a logging road of some kind. Just off the trail. So the trail is up in here somewhere, that direction. If I really had to, I could just bash my way up there, or I could just backtrack. But yeah, you know, it's Need to go check things out. I honestly didn't think I'd find a damn thing. Just, oh yeah, whatever, some trail. Oh, that little basin's a total bonus. Who was the last person who set their eyes on that basin? Because, like, almost nobody comes through here at all. Never mind on a side trail. Okay. So there's the old road. I just came out of it. I'm gonna go ahead and say I was on it for maybe 15-20 minutes at most. Worked out well. Popped out back here. Uphill. Driving through snow. We went along. But that was a fun little adventure. Not bad. Not bad. I will take whatever I can do to break it up. A little side trip helped. But bottom line is this 15 kilometers, all I got is a cabin and that campground that I haven't explored to break it up. That's a lot. A little side trip did help. I remember this. At some point, somebody came in here and logged. This is a logging block. Makes for quite the view. I wonder how old. Like, theirs is not much regrowth. Not at all. Mind you, it also looks singed. So maybe that fire managed to come through and get this. Who knows? Kind of neat. I mean, it must have been a long time ago because this road would have had to be completely functional to do this. And it doesn't seem like it's been that way for quite some time, so. Don't often find a logging block in a national park. Well, things stay a little bit open. I'm through the logging block now. This is just very nice. Wouldn't it be cool to go up there and then just hike along, just walk along that? Super cool. So quiet. So rare for anyone to see this valley. This is so cool now. Took quite a while, but I mean, I just came through here like 4 days ago. But I'm definitely getting pretty happy about stuff now. I'm in the area now that I was walking through, like, still with daylight. So that's encouraging, right? I only have a few kilometers left to the cabin. Do some exploring, have some lunch, and then start heading back, right? I don't think I'll be walking back in the dark as much as I was the other time. It's just, yeah, I think I got more hours of daylight left. Well, that is nice. Now that I've kind of gotten a little bit more in the open, God, it is just beautiful now. Not just that, the snow has gone down a bunch. This has gotten just straight up easy. Well, that's nice. I mean, there's a good 5 kilometer section there where there's a bit of a trudge. A lot of times the snow is definitely an impedance, but yeah, here it's fine. I am just making good time towards the cabin. Man, I have arthritis in a big way. I just finished checking my phone. You know, you do that. How much farther did I go? I went 300 meters since the last time I checked it. 2 kilometers as the crow flies to the cabin. I just gotta, yeah. How about those with snow on them? Wow. That is absolutely stellar. Well, shows how cold it's getting. It's been. I just got tired of wrenching this off and poured the rest of it into here, which also has some ice in it, but I want to preserve my water, so I don't want to be like, it was a struggle to get that off this time. I never talked about it, but that thing there, I just took my trekking pole and jammed it down. That worked. Oh, I finally just had to take a break. I mean, 1.1 kilometers still to the cabin, but I wanted to push, but finally just had to stop and sit. That's a nice one there. I gotta think the stuff around here doesn't get climbed very much unless you can get at it from the other side where there's not a closure during all the summer months. 400 meters to the cabin. The snow gets significant again the last kilometer. Merciless. Well, for better or for worse, I got my prize. Check the front porch of this thing. I kind of wonder if I left my neck tube, because I lost it on my last hike. No such luck. Well, got a sandwich, got hot chocolate, we got a porch to sit on. What else can you ask for 23 kilometers out in the back country, right? Got a view. Cheers. Oh yeah, hot chocolate. Keyword hot. Interesting thing about this sign is a lot of these cabins have numbers. I don't know what the numbers mean, but they do. Well, I don't want to spend a lot of time here because every minute that I'm here is another minute that I'm going to be in the freezing cold hiking back to the car. So let's go find this campground. I'm already seeing some tree stumps. Check that out and then start the long, I've never had such a long walkout on something I just hiked. 23 kilometers. Well, I see stumps, but that could be them skidding trees for the cabins. So see if I can't find this campground. It's supposed to be in the same place as the Warden cabins, so I think it'll just be down here. This just seems to be them clearing. Like they just piled it up. They didn't actually bring it to the cabin to burn. Okay, this is an old structure. Look at this. Surprise. I took a few steps here, you can see, and then I was like, well, hold on, wait a minute. And I see some logs piled up here too. Is that another structure? No, that's just a massive tree. Well, this campground has to be around here somewhere. And it's got to be by the water or somewhere close. But I wonder what this was. Sure looks old. Cool, surprise. Big wide open space. Why can't I seem to find this thing? Oh, this even looks like some old trail. All those trees cut down led me over here, but I can't find anything. At least not yet. Oh, Jeez, it's always the damn porta potty, isn't it? That tells me that I found it. How did I walk past this? I walked down over there. Almost got hammered by that tree. So close. Well, I can't even get the door open, so I think that's it for that. I don't think the campground was all around here someplace, but I haven't found really nothing. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's difficult to tell, you know, there's stumps, but they look like they were just cut. I don't know. All right then. Well, cabin's up there. I wander all over the place in these woods and I can't find anything recognizable, so. But that building leads me to believe that it's either a sawmill site that the cabin was set up in, because why not? All right, it's already cleared out. Or maybe that building is there for, maybe they're floating the logs down the river and that's just kind of one of their places where the logs all build up, so. Who the hell knows? Anyway, I have an insanely long way to go to get out of here. Only so much daylight, so I think it's time to start, you know, hacking that off. Oh man, there's a long way to go. And it's gonna get cold. First thing, definitely to hike my way out of this one particular snow patch, which is about, like I said earlier, maybe about 1 kilometer long. That's the third time I've been by here, or the first time I noticed. So I think all these markings here are probably from bears rubbing themselves, because you can see at one point Parks Canada put out barbed wire so they could get samples of the bear skin. Well, not skin, it's fur, right? Kind of cool. Tree is definitely eating it somewhat. Well, I have to divide this in pieces, right? I'll go insane. So I got to where it breaks out into the open, and then the next thing is a logging block, and then go up into the forest, and the next thing is kind of the open area, and then that should be the campground. And you know, like just whatever like distinctive thing I can think of, that's what I get to next, because trying to just take on all 23 kilometers at once is too damn much. Well, there's a few obstacles on this part, but you just have to carefully pick your way across the rocks. Done. Guessing the warden even put up some flagging to make sure you know how to get through it. This part's so nice. I think it's the nicest part of the closed area. Open, almost no snow. Let's make quick time. It's pretty sweet. Now, to pass the time, I'm playing the game. How far can I get before it gets dark? Not such a bad game to play. Helps to push me a little bit to keep on hiking. The sun is set now. Darkness is definitely on its way. It's a long straightaway with a bunch of snow just before the campground. Just dealing with that. I think that might be the last time I'm in snow like this. Well, it'd be nice to get that, you know, the 15 kilometers I talked about that I added on by going to the cabin. Pretty soon that's going to be done. Well, that's pretty sweet. Got the campground. Almost dark. I can probably do like one more push. I need to get on the headlamp. Next waypoint is, I would say, the Sundance Pass Trail, about 3.5 kilometers. And passing this waypoint means I got 7.5 done out of 23. So getting there, getting somewhere. Well, I got about 15 kilometers to do in the dark, which is actually not that much less than I had roughly a week ago. But I feel like I'm in much better shape though. I know exactly what's coming. I know exactly what those 16 kilometers entails. There's nobody waiting for me. I've taken more breaks. And also I've done 5 kilometers less. So I mean, yeah, you know. There's a little bit more snow. It's gonna get cold. But I can deal with that stuff, you know. All right, milestone achieved. Oh, it's time for a nice big break. And then the next one is 2 kilometers to Goat Creek. And just to jam a hole, and then I suck it out practically like it's a juice box. A couple of tricks I could have done. One, this is an Algene. It's designed for boiled water, so I could have boiled the water first, put it in there, and then it would have lasted a lot longer. 2, I could have put a couple of shots of whiskey in this, and then I think that'll prevent it from freezing. So the moon is so massively bright right now. It's like, if my headlamp went out, I'd probably be absolutely fine. Just fine. Well, I can honestly say I'm one of the few people who's seen this stuff now. That 2 kilometers from Sundance Pass Trail was easy. That was nice. Very little snow. Bashed it off nicely. And now, after about 28 kilometers of random snow conditions, I'm happy to see this groom trail. Well, up here, there's a pretty decent sized climb. I'll probably rest at the top of that. The next thing is, I don't know, 4 kilometers roughly to the picnic area, the end of the Spray Lakes Loop, Spray River West-East Loop. Who knows? This moon is ridiculous. Look at my shadow. You can see it perfectly. Can you see the mountain? I can. I can see it quite well. I think maybe you can too. Jesus. I have my headlamp shut off right now. I mean, look at this. I can see the trail perfectly till I get over to the shadows. That's funny. Beautiful night, you know? Well, I'm at the cross-country skiing shelter. 5.7 kilometers left. I'll be taking the east arm this time. I think that'll be easier. I got to climb, but after that, I think it's fairly, barely even notice the up and downs, especially on the groom track. Oh, glory. Oh my. Wow. It got cold. I just looked up the weather for Banff. It's -8. Yeah, I mean, you can see what's going on there. I was listening to the order game. I have service the last 8-9 kilometers of this hike. That's nice. So I was listening to the order game. That kind of gave me a pickup, right? That's for sure. Oh man. I really want to get warm right now. I can barely believe what I've accomplished this fall when that first dump of snow in October, I thought the season was basically done. Since then, I think I've done about 5 hikes in the Kananaskis, and then I've taken this prize. I can't believe it. The Spray River, the closure, the closed area, I managed. Whoa. You just don't know what you can accomplish sometimes, you know. 51 kilometers and 46 kilometers in the space of a week. Anyway, I need to get warm. Need to get this car warm so it can get me warm. Get out there and hike.